live look at Piscataway, New Jersey at Shai Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He has been motivating his team all week, telling them you are just as good as this ACC opponent. They've got upset on their mind, and the players told me they want to be the best version of themselves. They believe they belong on this field, and they can play with the best of the best. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 20. Running inside, it's Mitchell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Thomas looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Pulls it in at the 25. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Memphis heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smith. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is was definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns. Because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him. But there's got to be a plan, because when you get...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Thomas back to pass. This time he's got it. Still on his feet at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Cotton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. The hand to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Thomas looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Anthony. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's inside the 40. The 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Makes a move. Can they catch it? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Thomas back to pass. Going for it all. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds, and just a little bit better, and he could have scored.
Yeah, if he keeps his balance or gets the speed going upfield a little bit more, he might get into the end zone, but just kind of ran out of space over there on that sideline.
And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He wants to throw it again. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
You got to love this job by the defense here in their own end. They're doing an outstanding job in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. Everybody's getting to their marks. They're breaking on the ball, and they forced 3 straight incompletions here with their backs against the wall.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, this offense, all of a sudden, they have some mojo, and that's a big confidence booster on 4th and goal, down close to the goal line, trusting your quarterback to make the right decision. And David, they're 1 point away now from tying this thing up late in the game.
Oh, and I say, how good do they feel? Do they want to go for taking the lead here and go for 2? This offense has been aggressive. They got some momentum. Where do they go from here?
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The run inside. It's Smith fighting off the defender. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking downfield is Stokes. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The Scarlet Knights right after the huge play through the air back to the line. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown Rutgers.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Hey, at this point in the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rutgers. One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Back to throw, it's Stokes. Makes the grab, it's John. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to
throws for the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Smashes through the tackle. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Thomas looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Stokes. Here's a heat. And they got it.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Past the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with the Wyoming Cowboys taking on the number 8 team, the Utah Utes. And it's Wyoming looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now. Loaded.
Caught, and he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's go. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Smith. There's a crease. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stokes. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking to take a shot. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up the sack.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Boone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's Mitchell. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. Thomas back to pass. Looking left. Makes the catch. It's Boone. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Stokes. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Hauls it in, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. At the 45, on his way. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Memphis! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Thomas looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Maybe some room here. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Thomas back to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. He's going to fire deep. He's got it down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, if you're a fan watching this offense, you have got to love what you're seeing from your new quarterback. They knew going to the portal was going to be a major deal for them coming into this season. They found a really good one. Already over 300 yards passing in this game. And guys, if he can keep this up, he can stay consistent, this offense goes to the next level, and who knows what they're capable of come end of season.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game.
He wants to take the top off. Upstairs to make the catch. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Stokes. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Fights off a defender. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. And that last field goal miss really changes the strategy. You're still up 2 possessions, and you got an opportunity to work the clock. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Thomas looking to fire. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the... and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go right back downfield. Oh, he makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the quarterback.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Fires to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
This may seem meaningless, but you can't prove that to everybody. And the kick is good, but they'll still lose this one by 3. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been